Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the MG channel. Today I'll be talking about a list on Xoria, which is a game on Roblox. It's pretty much which is the best class to pick in the game, and I'll be doing this with Gumsy YT on YouTube. Let me just DM him and tell him I'm ready. We'll wait for him to join. So this is pretty much everything that we'll be talking about in the video. The question mark's what we use. And we just think it's the best thing to use. Alright.
Okay, so we're here, MG's here, I'm here, and we're gonna start, I guess.
What do you want to pick
So,
first then?
I think we should do fighter.
Fighter.
Alright, so where would you place fighter? I mean, the fighter's the guy with the sword. I mean, if we're gonna talk about him, his range isn't that good. I mean, he does have the lunge
damage
skill. The damage is pretty good, yeah. Then again, not many armors go well with him.
That's true. Well, he can be either like a light soldier, or just go balls to the walls, big health. I'm gonna put him in either an A or a B. Would you agree on that? Or just completely garbage in a C?
I mean, personally, I want to put him in like an A, because he's not terrible, is he?
Alright, we'll go with A.
Actually, I think a B. B or an A?
Top or B, if there is anything. Do you want to do Pikeman next?
I guess, so have you put him in B or A?
B.
B. Okay, I'll put him in B. So, you want to do Pike?
Yeah.
Alright. So Pike's a really good one. The damage is insane. Heavy armor kind of goes well. Then again, I'd say the Mostma armor, which is, if you don't know, it's basically some really fast armor with good evasion. Goes pretty well with the Pikeman, but then again, tanky is always good.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really gonna get hit that much, in my opinion, because of the pike is obviously a long-ranged weapon. So most of the time, they're at the end of the pike and not like punching you in the face or anything.
Then again, I'd say the fault with the pike, you don't really get any knockback or knockdowns with it. And if you don't know what I mean by that, knockback you know, but knockdowns is where, you know, they fall to the ground and they can't do anything for a certain amount of time. So you have this small period where you can just attack them.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a fault. But with that
point,
said,
you can just roll back and just go in again and try and get him in a combo again.
Maybe, yeah.
But it's not as easy as hammer, which we should probably do next. So I'm thinking probably S.
I'd give it an S. Yeah, S tier.
Rogue?
Right, so next on the list, let's do Rogue. Yeah, Rogue. So Rogue is a confusing one.
I haven't had this
It's
one.
very light. It's a very light tower.
Opinion.
Yeah, it's a very light tower, I've got to say. It's very fast. You need speed and evasion with this one. Because going heavy with a rogue really doesn't work. Because it's got no knockdowns or anything. I mean, yeah, heavy, big damage, but you don't want to be tanking damage as a rogue. You want to be getting away from the damage. You want to be a light, but big damage, like, character. So, it doesn't have any knockdowns. It has a teeny bit of knockback, but it's not amazing. But the skills make it pretty good. To be honest, I'd give it an A.
A is fine with me. Priest.
Do Mage or Priest?
Mage is a newer one.
So is Priest. I think we should do Brawler.
Okay, yeah, Brawler.
Okay, so Brawler's A. Questionable. Very questionable. So I don't think I need to say anything. I will explain why, but I'm already putting it at a C. And I know some people might get mad, but I'm putting it at a C. And basically the reason for that
so many people are gonna get mad.
I think a lot of people might, but the range, there is none. There is no range. It just doesn't exist. Like, okay, you'll think, I've got a good combo, I'll use it, but the moment your combo's gone, since you have no range, the mob is in front of you, and they just combo you. And if there's multiple, you can only hit one at a time with that. It's just, you can't hit multiple. It's really not that good. The stuns...
I don't want the mean comments, so I'm gonna put it at back of B.
No, I'm putting it at C. It's just... I wouldn't say it's good at all. Don't use it. Then again, if you use it with heavy armor, you could push it to about a B or an A. Actually, I wouldn't stretch to an A, but you could push to a B. So for that, I'll put it at B. I might
Back of
also
B.
get the back of B. There you go.
Very far B over here.
Now let's do Mage. Mage
Okay.
is an interesting one.
Back of A for me, because you need to actually touch them, and the skills don't do that. So you have to go in, land a punch, and then run away.
See, the
Really?
thing is, honestly, I kind of want to put it at a B. Now, no, actually, I'll put it at A, like you said, because it's got good damage. And the only faults with this, there's no mage armor in the game. So there's no armor that's gonna like give you a boost in your mage stat, which is why it's not amazing. Now, you might see this video a few days later when there is mage armor, so keep that in mind and don't leave hate comments. But there's really no mage armor, and also like MG pointed out, you have to hit them like with either a weapon or your fists. And if you don't, and you kill them with just spells, the kill doesn't count for a quest. It won't give you XP, won't give you gold, none of that. So for that reason, I don't want to put it an S.
I'm
I
going
mean,
A.
the damage is good, so I'd put it at the back of A, like right there.
Priest.
Priest is... Now, we're not talking damage here, we're talking overall class. So I already want to put it easily like middle of A, like in between Mage and Rogue.
Really?
Yeah.
I
mean, it
gonna
has
go.
the smite move.
I was gonna
which
go
is
in
good.
front of Rogue.
Oh, now that you've said that, actually.
It can heal.
Right, so here's the benefits with this thing.
Good damage, good heal. Boom. A.
Good damage. I mean,
Easily.
yeah, it only has one attack, but it's kind of spammable as long as you have a lot of intelligence.
And you can just get in and use your fists.
Yeah, there is healing armor and armor that complements priests, therefore it's pretty good. And a major bonus with priest, right, is not only is the smite move, which is its damage move, one of the probably the biggest ranged move in the game, it also can use other weapons, which I think is really good. And
Which
plus
makes
one of
the
the
question
artifacts.
mark.
Yeah. And one of the artifacts as well is it's basically for priests. It gives bonus healing. What else more do you want? I mean, there is one for mage, but it doesn't make mage good since, there's no complementing armor and you still have to go into attack. So, with that being said, I'm putting priest at an S. It's good. Because you can use other things with it. You can use other weapons. So you could heal. The heals are amazing, by the way. You can revive people. Like, what more do you want? And you can still use weapons, just not with the skills, which is why I'd put it an S. I'd probably put it behind Pikeman.
Yeah, that's why.
Just because of the question mark. But, yeah. Anyway, Brute.
Brute is good.
Brute is really good. The damage is really, really good. I'll let MG speak a lot more on this one because I felt like I've dominated most here, but yeah.
So Brute is pretty much the king of fighting mobs. Bosses, it's probably not the greatest, but with Brute, you can make it so no mob can touch you. You're untouchable. You can keep them at range quite easily, like the spear, but you can also knock enemies down onto the ground so they're stunned for a few seconds. So you can just hold your ground and spam click if you really want. And then for bosses though, you use your right click ability, which just knocks everything to the ground for a couple seconds. It's like a stun as well. So I really like Brute, and you have it as well, Gumsy. So I'd put it in front of Pikeman on S for me. The only thing that let it down is probably the abilities, but the question mark is there.
Yeah, like MG saying, those abilities, the abilities for the hammer really isn't good, but the hammer itself is amazing, especially if you have the Hellforge hammer. If you don't know what it is, or if you want any more videos on this game, please let us know, because we will be happy to do collabs on this game, because we really enjoy it. But yeah, the Brute is definitely front of S tier. And if you put it with heavy armor as well, even though you can keep it at range, you don't want armor, because for example, if you're fighting a boss, you don't want armor that just evades, because you want to get in there. You've got the biggest damage thing in the game. You've got a hammer. Like, what more do you want? It's a huge hammer that does massive damage. It's the front of S.
Yeah, but by a quite a stretch. Right.
Like,
Question
yeah,
mark.
especially. But anyway, the question mark. This is where it gets juicy. So, for the question mark, there's no like exact, but we will tell you the best combination. I just got a question. You forgot the Devil Grimoire gives extra magic damage. No, I did say that about the mage. But anyway, question mark. So this one can be used in different ways. But the best way to use this is getting priest skills and using a weapon. So you're probably thinking, what weapon? And MG can elaborate on that.
Hammer. So, priest's abilities complement this so well. Like, priest has a damage ability that you can use if you want. Say if like you're a brute and you still want to do damage, but you're quite weak in battle, hop back and you've got a priest ability that does damage and it has range and good damage still. So say while you're healing yourself, because priests have that, and your teammates as well, because there's a group heal. As soon as you're healed, you can get back in there. So priest really complements it, and together, because brute's got good damage, it's just the best combo in the game. It's what we all use, apart from OMG, who goes big mage.
Another thing I'd like to point out is the priest's last move. You can revive people. I mean, that's pretty insane. That's why I had to put it in S. But also, it boosts the people around you and yourself. So let's say you've got the biggest damage thing in the game, aka hammer, and you've boosted yourself. You're basically unstoppable. What more do you want?
Can't get anything better.
It's insane.
So that's definitely an SS.
This is going SS. So you can disagree. You can put this somewhere else if you wish.
If you disagree with anything and want to make your like state of argument, and definitely put that in the comments. But yeah, that looks good to me.
And now I'd like to just quickly go over them, just in case we have made any mistakes. So Brawler, I definitely think that's the worst. I don't think we should move that. Fighter. To be honest, I think Fighter should be swapped with Mage. I think Fighter would go better in that position.
OMG, I'll get sad.
In fact, maybe Fighter should go in the middle of Rogue and Mage. Because, I mean, Fighter's better than Mage, I have to say. Until Mage gets a buff. Fighter, I've got to put it in the middle of A. I feel like that's been on my mind for a while. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll agree on that. Yeah, that's fine. And, Fighter to me is just a little bit worse of a brute.
Yeah. So. Then again, that's Pikeman, because Pikeman has the range. Basically, the Fighter is Pikeman. It has the same damage. You can use it with the same kind of armors if you really want to, but it just doesn't have the range. That's why I'd say it's just the worst version of Pikeman. If you have Fighter, kind of feel bad for you, to be honest, because Pikeman would have been your better option. It's basically the equivalent, but better.
Pikeman was good. I've had that before. I like it.
I don't think
love it as much as Brute.
Don't think anything else needs to be changed, to be honest.
I mean,
we could point out, for example, the fastest, best DPS, best HP, and I'd say the best DPS easily Brute.
Mm-hmm.
That's just simple.
Yep.
Best HP would be like probably either Brute or Priest, because then again, Brute's a heavy class.
It is.
Then the Priest could also be used as the tankiest because
best
of the health regen.
Question mark.
Oh yeah, of course, but
best everything. Question mark.
Here. Best everything is question mark. Let's just get that out of the way. Although I'm not sure speed is on the side of the question mark. Speed is definitely on the side of Brawler and Rogue. But why would you need speed is my question, unless you're just a runner and you like to run. I mean, PvP-wise is pretty good. I mean, best PvP thing here probably is Mage, if I had to say.
Mage or Pikeman?
Mage. I wouldn't say Pikeman because like Brute is the better version of Pikeman.
SS, because you can knock your opponents down to the ground and heal yourself.
Of course, SS is the best. But
yeah,
I don't know.
right.
I'd say even Mage or SS. But with that being said, I have nothing else to add.
No, that's pretty much it. So we'll continue to collab on this game, and make any other videos that are requested in the comments, or if there's any new updates out that we could stream or make videos on.
And also, make sure to check the descriptions for my channel on his video and his channel on my video. And also the game link. I'll make sure the game link's down there too.
Yeah, I'll do the same. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye!